Have you ever met a man you just hit it off with? You instantly felt connected to him. The relationship feels good. Your communication is non-stop. He suggests to catch up regularly. He sends you "I'm thinking of you" messages in the middle of the day. Then suddenly it stops. This is what today's video is all about. Knowing what to do when he stops pursuing you, primarily when he stops texting you. The reason I wanted to create this video for you is not only have I experienced this personally, women contact me regularly seeking help with this very issue. No matter why he stopped texting, it can feel as though you've just lost something precious. The attention is gone, the sweet kisses are no more, and the joy and excitement you felt is now replaced with a huge question mark. Now, listening to this, you might think that texting seems like a minor thing in the grand scheme of life and love, but these micro interactions matter at the beginning of the relationship because how someone texts and communicates and how you respond can set the stage of what's to come. So stay with me as I reveal what to do when he stops calling and texting. Hi, I'm Nadine Piat, a dating and lasting attraction coach for smart, savvy women and the founder of Healthy You, Healthy Love. I'm also the creator of 4 world-leading love and relationship programs, including Unlock His Heart and Never Lose Him. If you've not heard of me, then this is the place to be as I answer all of your unanswered questions about understanding men, wholehearted commitment, and lasting attraction. So what do you do when he stops texting? It can be unnerving when he disappears on you, and of course much harder if you thought that maybe there was something quite special between you. You're left with questions while you wait for a message that may never come again, or you constantly check your phone thinking that maybe you missed the notification, but no, nothing there. Well, not from him. When swimming in the midst of overthinking his intentions or apparent lack thereof, whether you think you did something wrong or being anxiety-ridden over how soon is too soon to send another text, understand that this is coming from a place of fear and insecurity. You may feel like it's your fault or that you said something wrong, or maybe you sent one too many texts that came off a little too needy or clingy. Or perhaps you start to bounce between wronging him and making him the insensitive villain to you being the problem, the one that made a mistake. Even if you can't work out what you could have done, you spend hours blaming yourself, and the battle of the ego is at an all-time high. You see, ego likes to find fault, and dance between blaming yourself and blaming him is a game your ego is playing that has no winner and is most likely driving you to the point of insanity and you're in a cycle that you don't know how to stop. Well, stress no more. It's time for you to get over this situation and to feel at peace in your soul again. In fact, I have 5 modules in my program, Unlock His Heart. This program will astronomically support you to know exactly how to manage this kind of situation or any situation. It's like the ultimate man manual. When you go through the modules, cat and mouse, mind sex, and heart of hearts, you will not feel the same nor be the same woman. Check the link below. So let's get back to the 4 ways to respond to a man when he stops texting. Please make sure you stay to the end because the last tip is definitely something that will take you out of your fears and insecurities so you can handle this in a way that will give you back your peace of mind. Number 1, don't make up stories in your head. It's very easy to immediately assume the worst. He doesn't like you, he met another woman who's better than you, or you just turned him off in some way. But the thing is, there could be an emergency or his job got too much for him to handle and he needs time to decompress. Men can also stop texting because they're not feeling like they can add value to your life. I've actually done a video called The Real Reason Why He Pulled Away, in which I detail the reasons why a man pulls away that specifically relates to how men rate themselves and see see their value as a man and a partner. I'll place the link below. The reality is when he stops texting you, you don't know why. While it's tempting to look inward and figure out what you did wrong, you should know that 64% of the time the reason a man pulls away has nothing to do with you. I didn't just make up this number. For my Unlock His Heart program, I ran a survey with men that reveals so much amazing data, and this was one of the results. In fact, when a married man pulls away, 88% of the time it has nothing to do with you. This means it's imperative to not jump to doom and gloom. Another type of story to avoid making up in your head is the story that is the only man for you. Do not put this man on a pedestal. This is how women become disempowered with men they barely know. They give a man credit when credit is not yet due. The bottom line here is keep yourself away from dramatizing the why and what he's pulling away means. Don't make it about you, because chances are it really isn't about you. This all relates to my fourth point, which I'll share with you in a bit. Number 2, reach out to him only once, if at all. When he stops calling and texting, we often go to our friends to try and make sense of what happened. You call them in the hopes of trying to work out if you did something, or hoping that one of them will give you a solution to get back his attention, get back his devotion, so that your heart can feel happy and safe again. Most often, going outwards actually makes it worse. Sure, getting support at this time is helpful, though going around in circles is not. So many clients and women in my community ask me, when he stops talking to you, should you reach out to him? And if yes, how do you toe the line between wanting him to contact you again and feeling like you've lowered your standards by chasing a guy who just disappeared on you? It all depends on who sent the last text and what the text was. If you sent him a nice message with a question or two, then I wouldn't contact him, certainly not within the first 48 hours. If you didn't ask any questions in the last message, or if you feel as though you did actually say something that he legitimately could have taken offense to, then send one message only. And if he still doesn't respond, let him go. This message cannot be asking him why he didn't contact you. It's best to share something of interest or check in and see what he's up to, or apologize if necessary. Unless you've not heard from him for many, many days, I would not be too concerned. It's actually quite common for men to pull away from a woman they really like. It doesn't make sense to a woman, and yet it does make sense to men. They often need some space to get in touch with their feelings to then reconnect with you. And often men will come back even stronger. So relax and see what happens, which leads to number 3. Turn your attention to something else. This is definitely easier said than done, but the trick here is to find something that will give you happiness. What is it that puts a smile on your face? Something that gives you genuine joy. It could be something as small as binging your favorite Netflix show, going out with your friends, moving your body to release anxiety, taking up another hobby, or something that serves a bigger purpose, like volunteering at a local animal shelter. Or maybe you can even move on and reply to another man who sends you a message on your dating apps. Whichever you choose, make sure that it gives you a joyful kind of experience. You'll soon start seeing the beauty in the world, because there's far more to your life than just a man who stopped texting you. And try not to talk and talk about him. Get off that treadmill, as it makes it worse. Get on with your life. Get on with experiencing joy. Number 4, keep reminding yourself of your value. This is the underlying issue that ties all other 3 points together. Know your value, know your worth. You don't know why he disappeared. You can come up with a number of reasons, but the truth is it doesn't really matter at all. Your ego thinks it needs to know. You actually don't. Instead of worrying what to do when he doesn't text back, I encourage you to 100% surrender to this unknown. The pain comes from the story you have in your mind about who he could have been to you and what you believe you're missing out on. The thing is, he disappeared. He stopped texting. You deserve better than a man who would just disappear on you without any explanation. You deserve a consistent man who understands that communication is one of the bedrocks of a healthy relationship. If a man doesn't treat you with basic common courtesy, then that's on him, not you. Be grateful to know this and let him go. Sure, there are exceptions and some men do deserve a second chance, though right now this is not important because we can't predict the future. Focus on unhooking yourself and getting crystal clear on what you do want in a relationship. If you do this, you'll attract great guys much faster. When you know your worth, you will know that no man can take your worth away from you. You will then have less ego and more compassion for yourself and him. Focus on compassion. Put a smile on your face just like the Mona Lisa while tapping into the sweet joy and the love within you and around you. There you have it, the 4 things you can do when he stops texting you. And if you find yourself in the same situation again, make sure that you come back to this video to help remind you that a man who stopped texting you does not in any way diminish your value as a woman. Also, please comment below as I'd love to find out about you, who you are, your current love challenges, and ways I can support you to get the love you deserve. And while you're at it, please like and share this video with your friends. And just in case you've not yet subscribed to this channel, hit the red button below this video and that bell button to get notified of our new videos every week. It's been an honor to have you here with me. Love a little more in some way every day, and see you again very soon.